What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, I just wanted to do like a quick little, little rant about Neymar and like what could have been, because I can pull up stats, I can pull up realistically anything. And for the first time, I'm doing it downstairs because my room's in the attic. So, yeah, I literally was trying to set up to record, and I literally heard mad noise and stuff. I was like, see, you're gonna hear that. That's gonna be really annoying. Man, my laptop's on battery. Oops. Let me just. I hope everyone's having a good day. Let's just pull up Neymar's. I'm gonna pull up Neymar's. What should I pull up his? I'm gonna pull up his transfer market. Transfer market. I think that's how you pronounce it. Transfer market, right? Where is it? So, the thing with Neymar, listen, I just saw he made his AFC Champions League debut, and he scored his first ever goal for Hilal, right? Hilal. I don't know how to pronounce it in Arabic, but actually in his first ever match, he came on as a sub. I remember Al-Asari, club legend for the club, literally, and he scored against Argentina. He scored, I think it was the second goal or the first goal against Argentina, like a little and it just went top right, like such a good goal, so BS. But he was gonna take the penalty, right? And everyone wanted Neymar to take it. Imagine Neymar, you paying a lot of money to watch Neymar debut and potentially score a goal. They didn't let him take a goal. He didn't take the spot kick. It was kind of awkward, and we were salty. But he scored today. So I just want to talk about what could have been of Neymar, bro. Because when I started watching soccer or football in 2016, 2015, I would call up FIFA stats because obviously I didn't really watch soccer or like that until I started watching Champions League. Before the coverage of Champions League, for example, I would get out of school at like 3:30 EST of Eastern Standard Time. Before games would start at 3 here in the US, here in, for example, New York, for example, it would be at 3. And that's a problem because I wouldn't even be home, and I didn't have, and they didn't, I think Telemundo, what was it, Channel 41, they didn't even have it. They didn't even have coverage, so you would have to pirate it. So that year that Barca faced PSG, la remontada, I think that's how you pronounce it, I couldn't even watch it. I literally just saw the score when I got home, when I got home, and I was like, what? Like, imagine, bro, like, so BS. And another game I missed, I remember I was watching Spurs Ajax in the semis, and I was like, bro, Ajax are going through, bro, and I took such a good nap. Woke up, Ajax lost in the last minute of the match. And yeah, like, it's things like that. So tonight we're gonna talk about Neymar. Neymar. What could have been? That's realistically the big, like, Neymar. For me, at his stride, he was a top 3 player, potential ball. Yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I have to cut that. I have to just reiterate that. On his stride, on his day, Neymar was a top 3 player in the world at the peak of Messi and Ronaldo's powers. Like, Neymar, bro, in finals, in Argentina finals, of course, obviously in the Copa America final against Brazil versus Argentina. I was watching the game. I was in Punta Cana, right? I went on vacation, and they were covering it there. And I watched both semifinals, the Colombia and Argentina final. If that would happen now, bro, like, that team, like, they would obliterate Colombia, bro. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. But Neymar in that final, bro, Neymar that day was the best player in the world, no doubt. Messi had an alright final. He missed that chance in the 85th minute. No, it was like the 70th. No, it was like the 80th minute, I think it was, to make it 2-1. 2-0. But Neymar, man, literally best player in the world in that exact moment. And I think that season 2, the season right before, the season before, he literally carried PSG to their first ever UCL final in history, in their history. Neymar, man, I'm telling you, bro, that Neymar in the Copa America final, I feel like he was more scary and deadly than Kylian Mbappe in the World Cup final. Because obviously, Mbappe's good. He's not a dribbler though. He's fast, and he's fast, agile, and he's a good shot. I mean, he's a striker. Like he doesn't prefer it. He plays on the wing most of the time. But Neymar, man, like put Neymar on the peak of his powers, he'll destroy Mbappe. Because I mean, the thing is like they're two different players. You can compare stats, but they're two different players. They might play similar positions, but they might play the same position, but they don't play the same role. Let me add you like that. Neymar is more of he's a playmaker. Mbappe is a goal scorer. Like how I said against Messi and Ronaldo. Messi is a playmaker. He just ironically happens to score goals. But let's talk about his career. The thing with Neymar's career, when you look at his career, think about it. If it's not Neymar, I have to do a little rant. Congrats to Neymar for a big move to Al Hilal, but I really was expecting him to go to like Chelsea or something. Not back to Barca. Like I feel like the back to Barca is every single year. Oh my god, he's going back to Barca. He's not going back to Barca. Sorry. Let's see his accolades. He won one Champions League, 1 Club World Cup, 5 French leagues, 2 Copa del Rey, 1 Super Cup, 1 UEFA Super Cup, 3 French Cup winners, 3 Copa del Rey winners, 1 Spanish Cup winner, 2 French League winners, 1 Brazilian Cup, 1 Copa Libertadores Cup winner, 1 Recopa Sudamericana winner, the winners of the Libertadores and Sudamericana, 4 French Super Cups, 1 Olympic gold, and 1 Confederations Cup. If you think about it here, like that's such a good career. But if it wasn't for another player, but for Neymar, it's like what could have been. Listen, like I love Neymar, and I genuinely think, like Neymar, he shouldn't have left from Barca. He shouldn't have left, because I feel like he could have won maybe 1 or 2 more Champions Leagues at Barca, especially at the peak of their powers. I genuinely think that. What else? Like he wanted to get out of Messi's shadow. It's understandable, but I don't know. And for me, Neymar. Sorry. I know I just breathed. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Sorry, I was just trying to fix myself. Neymar at the peak of his powers could have been a Ballon d'Or winner, but it's sadly never gonna happen unless he has such a good season for, I don't know if he goes back to Barca. I don't know if he will. Like honestly, that's some career mode stuff. He goes back to Barca and he has a spectacular season, and he wins the World Cup. Listen, I love Neymar. I want him to win the World Cup, but he's Brazilian, and I don't want Brazilians to win the World Cup anymore. Like they got it. Like respectfully, they got it. And yeah. What do you guys think about Neymar? Like, do you guys think he could have been better? Not better than Messi or Ronaldo, no. Like, Ballon d'Or winner. I think genuinely the peak of his powers. He could have been. He genuinely could have been. But if you look at his career accolades, you're like, damn, that was a good career. But for Neymar, it's like, what could have been? He could have been more. With Brazil, let's talk about his Brazil career real quick. He made his debut in 2013. I believe it was 2013. I literally just looked at his Panini World Cup card. It was 2013, I believe. Was it 2011? I'll look it up now, actually. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. Neymar. He made his debut in the 10th of August of 2010. 79 goals. He broke Pele's scoring record for the Brazilian top goal scorer. That's one accolade for Brazil, in a sense. He had an Olympic gold, which Brazil never had. He reached 2 finals. In the first final, they lost against Mexico in 2012, in the UK when they hosted it. It's 2 accolades. I know the Olympic gold, but it really depends for everyone. Sorry, my battery's low. He has 1 Confederation Cup. Spectacular. Like, he has, like, the thing with international trophies, I don't know, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was like, oh, he can't be better than this or that because they don't have they do not have an international trophy. And I was like, most of the players who play CONCACAF have a trophy now, bro. Like, the US have trophies, Mexico has trophies, Panama almost won that trophy. Was it Panama? I think it was Panama, or was it Costa Rica? Whichever, man. Like, it's easy to get an international accolade now. They have the Nations League. So I feel like international accolades, unless it's the World Cup or the Euros or the Copa America, it's nothing. It's nothing. Like, respectfully, the Gold Cup, like, respectfully to Mexico and the US, it's nothing. Like, it's a tin pot trophy every 2 years. Yeah, I might celebrate when the US beats Mexico, but realistically, I don't really watch the tournament. It's good to scout. I remember, like, this guy named Terry Ambrose. He was a FIFA 16, FIFA 15 wonder kid, and he plays for one of the French teams. I think it's Martinique. I think it was Martinique or French Guinea. I don't remember what it was. Which is kind of cool. Like, he did like that 180 because I remember he was from French citizenship on FIFA. He was French. It's good to scout. You know, the next not upcoming player, next generation, but Neymar. Oh, let's keep talking about his 2013 Confederations Cup. Wonderful, amazing. 2016, he won the Olympic gold. 2014, his debut World Cup. It started like sorry. Yeah, you know, I'm down here and I realized the motorcycles make the most noise. Not even the bus or anything like that. But 2014, amazing debut World Cup. Amazing. But of course, he got injured in the quarterfinal against Colombia. Could have paralyzed him. And of course, you know, Brazil went to lose 7-1, and they didn't even get 3rd place. They got 4th place in the tournament. So there's that 2015, 2016 Copa America. No, he wasn't even in the Copa America squad 2016. 2015. They got knocked out early. They got pretty knocked out early. Sorry for the noise. Like, if it's a beep, I can't really do much. I guess you could hear me better like that. 2017, no Confederations Cup. 2018, the Russia World Cup. He started off pretty good. He started pretty good, and then they lost to Belgium in the quarterfinals. And people talk about, like, the Brazilian team. They play too European now. They don't play with samba, like their style. They don't play like that anymore. And it's true. Like, for example, like some teams. The World Cup, the most recent World Cup in 2022, I realized they play so similar. They genuinely play so similar. It was boring because most of, like 95% of the teams play in Europe, or most of the players play in Europe, and stuff like that. So it's like it's all similar styles and similar position. Like, I guess Qatar got destroyed, but like it's because most of them don't even play in Europe. I think only maybe 1 or 2 Qataris play in Europe. I thought no, they all play in their league. Saudi Arabia, most of them play in the domestic league with Qatar domestic league. It's like that, like the European thing. And people were like, Brazil was super vague in that World Cup. 2022 was the better World Cup, I personally think. 2019 Copa America, or 2018 disaster World Cup for Brazil. Disaster. For 2019 the Copa America, Neymar was injured. I remember he had an ACL. It was a tear, I think it was. He got injured for PSG. No, when does he not? And sorry. And Neymar got injured. Of course, he was part of the team celebrating, but he was not on the score sheet, so he didn't receive a Copa America medal or anything. 2020 pandemic. 2021 the final of the Copa America. Listen, best player in the world in my opinion. In that final, and on that day, for those 90 minutes, he was the best player in the world. Like, I don't care. Like, at me at that. Like, fight me. Like, don't fight me, please. I love you. But like, seriously, like, if you really put biasness, Messi had an alright final. He was above average. Neymar, on the other hand, Argentina literally had to, every time he had the ball, they tackled him, pulled his shirt. He was on the ground most of the time because of how hard half the fouls were on him. But he was like the only Brazilian at that time like doing anything. He was a playmaker. I think at one point they had like 5 strikers. They had Vinny, they had Gabigol, Neymar, Richarlison, and I think Roberto Firmino on. And they played a 3-back. They played a 3-back at that time. And they had 5 strikers. So in the midfield was, I think, Casemiro. It was, but I can't even remember, to be honest. I can't even think about it. But in 2022, they had he had a pretty good World Cup, but losing to the quarters against Croatia. Honestly, I really wanted Brazil to lose because I know if we played a Super Clásico, for example, we were gonna lose. Argentina were gonna lose. Like, respectfully, like, I'm gonna be honest. Brazil looked like the better team, but against Croatia kind of dismantled them at the end. What can I think about the upcoming Copa America? Neymar's gonna play him. I think Argentina are gonna win it. They have a good team. They have a solid foundation. The 2026 World Cup, it's way too far. Neymar might play, Neymar might not. What could he win at Al Hilal, an AFC Champions League, the league? The Kings Cup. Other than that, I don't really know what more he could win. Think of that Neymar. Will he ever return to Europe? We'll see. Well, I mean, listen, Neymar's stats are really good. They're above average for any damn player. But it's just because his name. If you think about a player who's won these accolades, who's played for their country in World Cups, who has won international trophy, and like, yo, that guy's pretty good. But if you think about Neymar, you're like, damn, what could have been? It's really like that, you know. I don't know, because that's how his first call. I was like, bro, I was gonna make this video when he signed for Al Hilal. But I was like, you know what, I'm waiting until he makes his first goal. He scored his first goal for Al Hilal in the AFC Champions League on his debut, which is pretty fire. But man, what could have been with Neymar? Of course, I got the Santos shirt. So okay, the video I posted about Santos, about that mystery kit. It was a Santos jersey. It was a Neymar jersey. Surprise. The audio is all messed up because I did it in the day and I did it upstairs, where noise literally enters from every part of my room. So I just have to apologize for that. Hopefully this was satisfying. Hopefully. Maybe I took something on my mic. Maybe I didn't. Maybe. Wait. Hello? What? Okay, no. I think I just have to keep that setting. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you disagree or agree with me, let me know in the comments. I want to know your opinions on Neymar. It's just like the real question of Neymar is, what could have been? What could have been? What could have been of Neymar? We'll see. We'll see in a few years. Either it's the best, either he becomes a World Cup winner, he wins a Ballon d'Or, or we'll see. He's still young. He's still got time. I mean, he's 30, 31, which is crazy. Neymar's 30. Like, what the heck? But yeah, it's been me. It's been Katie. It's been Kev. It's been real. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was satisfying. I've been trying to make my videos a little bit more satisfying with like toning down the mic and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment what you think. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.